Now, one of the many Harry Potter cast members that are here tonight is Bonnie Wright, who played Ginny Weasley. She's part of the lovable red-haired Weasley family that sticks close by Harry's side. And spoiler alert, Ginny is the one who ends up winning Harry's heart. Let's take a look at some highlights from Bonnie's work in the Harry Potter films.
Good luck.
It says right here, this book is property of the Half-Blood Prince. Take my hand.
Welcome, Bonnie, to Universal Studios.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here.
Is it weird to see yourself age like that in 30 seconds?
Yeah, the quick montage of 10 years. Yeah, it's pretty amazing seeing all the highlighted moments. It's a good way to quickly reflect back on it. And being here, obviously all these memories are flooding back, and being here with everyone is such a lovely experience to see everyone.
I mean, you were 9 years old or so when you started filming this. It's like you grew up in front of all of us on camera. That must be strange to see like that.
Yeah, totally. And when I was that age, when you're stepping on these incredible sets and seeing all these amazing costumes, you're at that age where just, the sort of amazement factor of it and the kind of just the magical world was something you really did believe in. And I think that's what's great about everyone coming here and visiting the park here, is it's that same kind of age catchment of kids who will love this park.
Do you ever wonder how Ginny and Harry are living their lives now? Where do you fantasize that they are right now?
I know, you hope that, they're happily married with their 3 children, having a wonderful life with great jobs. Yeah, you just see them, I think they make a good pairing.
I love it. Well, it's great to see you. Have a wonderful time tonight. I'll see you soon, okay? All right.
Night.
It's Ginny Weasley herself, everyone. It's so lovely to see you.
Thank you, you too.
Bonnie Wright is here. Tell me, what's it like to be here at Diagon Alley? You got a sneak peek a little while ago, is that right?
It's true, we've had a little bit of a look round.
And you were taking some selfies with the Phelps brothers, is that right?
That's true.
Yeah, let's take a look at this selfie of the 3 of you.
Oh yeah?
Pretty fantastic. Where are you here?
This is us in Gringotts Bank, which is kind of the main centre of Diagon Alley. That's sort of where you journey to and have the big experience kind of ride at the end.
Were you overwhelmed when you saw it for the first time? The attention to detail is phenomenal.
Oh my god, insane. Just even almost more of an immersive world than the sets were in a weird way, because you can go in, you can drink the beer, you can eat the food, you can buy the Quidditch robes, and I think especially what makes Diagon Alley just that bit more immersive and kind of close as a world than the previous park that they made in Hogsmeade is just much narrower, because Diagon Alley is kind of these narrowing little streets of shops, and then there's the dark side and Nocturne Alley. So definitely it's a really great place to sort of wander around and discover things for yourself, and I think that's why people will like it.
So you were the lucky girl that ended up with Harry at the end. Where do you imagine they are now? What are they up to? What are they doing? Do they have another child?
Yeah, maybe they're.
Do you
on
think
their
about
fourth
these things?
Child or something.
Child like that.
Yeah, they're pretty. They're a cool couple that Joe Rowling wrote, and let's hope that they're happily married and still living a fantastical life. But yeah, it was fun when we did the epilogue scene at the end. That was really, really fun.
I was shocked as a fan that J.K. Rowling said that she actually sort of regretted that Harry didn't end up with Hermione. Did you hear about that, and what did you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's that same thing as any creative person when they write things, and then at the end you have different reflections on different projects, and it's only right to want to sort of discover and think about other ways the story could have gone.
What's your favorite spell that you got to do in the movie, and what spell would you love to be able to do in real life?
There's one that is really close to Ginny, which is Reducto, which basically kind of is a really destructive and powerful spell, which basically explodes anything into thousands of pieces. So I think that's quite a powerful one.
I wanted to talk to you about books.
Yes.
I'm a librarian, so my audience is always interested in literature. Did you research all of the books before you got the role?
Yeah, I did. So actually the reason why I first even heard about Ginny Weasley is my brother had read the first 2 Harry Potter books, and he's my older brother, so I guess he's the Ron Weasley to our family relationship. And then he got me into the books, so then I started reading them and I fell in love with them and made sure I'd read all of them before we started filming. And I think we all, and I certainly was, such a big fan of the books even before the films. I would wait till the day they came out and make sure I had the book on the release date and things.
And what are you reading right now? Any books in particular?
What am I reading right now? I'm reading short stories based around Matisse by A.S. Wyatt. So basically, the 3 short stories and each is based around a Matisse painting. It's really bad.
Did you read this book before you got on the broom?
Before I got on the broom, no. I think it was after. Yeah, should have trained that before. It was pretty. It's crazy how like people now are playing Quidditch in like a college. When they like playing.
They're making a documentary.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just find that fascinating how they can actually like take something that's such a weird concept into like a physical game that becomes this community of people, which I think is really cool.
How many butterbeers have you had today?
Probably 2.
Well, if you feel like your character is kind of your alter ego, and if so, being here is a little bit surreal going back to it.
So there's an alter ego, but it is very surreal coming back here. I think also just coming back here with everyone, so you're like looking around and you're like with the sets and like with the people you made the films with. It is that kind of like double take thing, but it's really enjoyable to to also just to see it all together is a fun thing because you can have little flashbacks and memories and things. So I think it's more just a nice nostalgic moment.
If there's an attraction that you could make out of the books or the films, is there a scene that you would think of doing?
I saw a room that was always amazing that they didn't even manage to build in the films because it was just so beyond sort of like making. Was in the 5th film when they go and it's basically like I can't remember the room, but it's basically like hallways and hallways of really high stacked rooms with different ornaments that are sort of like hidden, like potions and different things.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool. But what else would be good? I feel like you should get, even though the night bus is right behind you there, I reckon that and the ride would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree.
I would want to be on the top deck.
It's so weird. I think what's equally bizarre is seeing everyone actually here as well, because you're seeing everyone on the sets that we used to film on, and so it's quite a double take moment, but it's really lovely. I haven't seen a lot of people for a long time. Do you know what? I think she's a pretty like sassy, confident girl. I think she'd be making her own sort of like journey for herself. Well, I guess as any like writer or anyone who makes anything, on reflection after making a project, you're going to have, well, I would definitely have 1,000,001 ideas of like different ways the character or story could go.